I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas.
Hello everyone, Uncle Charles Wallingford back with another video dealing with relationship advice, dating advice. It's funny, I've seen so many videos on YouTube and on social media, people giving advice about dating, and usually they're not even married. It's often they're not even married themselves or hadn't been married long, or don't have a record of getting people together to get married. So the dating advice isn't real dating advice or shouldn't be trusted, but it's so popular as long as you have good content that makes people mad, content that makes people laugh, content that's a little controversial. As long as you have that, then it's a popular video. However, if it actually solves the problem, oh no, you're not going to see that. So if you're watching this video right now, oh man, I'm so happy you were able to join me. And if you don't have somebody, you're not married, you're thinking about getting married, you're in the beginning of the relationship and you need some additional dating advice, yeah, a man who's been married for 22 plus years probably can help you. Probably not the person who just tells you something, gives you advice on what should happen, not what does happen or doesn't have an end state. They don't have a mission accomplishment. And what I'm getting at is today in society, when people say we still have these problems or we have these problems as a whole group, that problem persists because you don't go for the root of the problem. The root of the problem is how you solve the problem. One of the biggest problems for men, one of the biggest problems for men, and I've noticed this over and over again, and it bothers me so much because it would never solve their problem. Men keep blaming women. Men keep blaming women for their problems. But at the same time, they're quick to call themselves an alpha. They're quick to call themselves an alpha, and then they blame women for their problems. You can't do that in the same breath. You're not an alpha if you're blaming women for your problems. Now, blame the right woman is the key. There are women that are the problem. Oh, I will tell you, there are particular women that are the problem. And you got to go with, again, the root cause of the problem. What's the root? Who's the root? Oh, I'm going to say it. It's going to make you mad. But you got to realize, I don't know you. I just want to help you. I just want to help you. But the root of your problem is your mother. Yeah. Your mother is the problem. Because your mother, for one reason or another, made you think, made you feel inadequate, made you think, made you feel that you're not special, you're not needed. Did she ever say that to you? A lot of times, probably not. Maybe sometimes she did. But she said that to you, but not having your father around. And maybe I'm not talking about every man, but a lot of men. And then the thing is, a lot of men throughout society have faced this, being kicked out of the house, their son being raised by a woman, and then their son not being the strong man he needs to be because he was raised by a woman. Women can't raise men, as I said before. So we need to go at the root of the problem and see where you can change what happened. Now, a lot of times you can't change the past, but you have to believe, because a real man, believes that he has control. A lot of women don't believe that they have control, and they will put that on you. They'll say it, but they don't believe it. They absolutely don't believe it. But men, we have control. Find out where your control is and control that completely. The first thing you can control is you. What did your mother allow you to do? What would your mother didn't mind you doing? Did your mother think that was great, fine, and easy or reasonable? It's probably that's probably the opposite what you should do. Me myself, my father was there, but he wasn't there all the time. He was there not just enough. He did not do his job completely. But I was lucky enough to have other men around me to use as an example. I had plenty of great examples of men, strong men, married men, leaders, absolute leaders. And that's why I'm at where I'm at today. Not simply because they were there, because I saw that that's what they were. I needed to follow them. I needed to be around them. I embraced being around them. I didn't mind being led by them. So a lot of people throw around the term alpha back and forth. But anybody who knows anything about true leadership, you got to be a follower first. But you are a follower under a good leader, and you pick up their positive traits and get rid of their weak traits. So what can you change that your mother didn't give you? Men, you need to be around men. Men who are true alphas, aka leaders, and men who know how to negotiate through life the right way, who know what's more important over here, not that superficial stuff. That's what you need to do. You need to be around men so you learn how to talk like a man, dress like a man, deal with problems like a man, like communicate like a man. Find those men. Maybe they're not physically around you. Read about them. People like Colin Powell. People like Malcolm X. People that actually changed the scope of this world, the scope of this, my country, United States, or change the scope of this world completely. Read about those guys if you can't get them in your area, but you have to. If you're going to start out looking for a woman, you got to understand that you may not be the full man. A lot of times, I love Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels got real popular, but if you watch all his videos, his first videos were about helping men. Later on, he was going at women and telling women that they're not meant to be women, mothers, or they're not meant to be wives. Here's the thing. How many men are meant to be or ready to be husbands? A lot of you guys are not. You're not ready to be husbands. So you can't require a woman to submit to your inadequate being. Another thing Kevin Samuels will always do, women will come on there and it's like, well, these men don't give us somebody to submit to. They're absolutely right. I'm not going to say they would submit, because a lot of them would not if they did see what they would actually could be looking for, should be looking for, but they weren't completely wrong. Too many young men are not developing into leaders, and women don't want to follow them. Follow meaning submit to them. And where do you get that from? You get that from leadership. And where do you get that from? Being led by good men. So here's the answer to the problem. The answer to the problem is you need to be around good men. Attach yourself to good men. You can find them in your gym. You can find them at your job, at your work. And again, maybe you just can follow them virtually through reading about them. Read. Don't just go online and watch some videos. Read. Develop your brain better. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'll have more videos for you real soon. I got tons and tons of ideas on how you can develop yourself and to be a better person to date. And check out my other videos that talk about style and fashion. The big thing, your image. You're going to attract better women if you follow advice of a good man, a real man who understands leadership and, of course, image and what people can think of you. All right, that's it. That's the video. If you're interested, watch my other videos, but that's enough for now. I'm Uncle Charles Wallingford. I'm just here to help.